Hey YouTube, would you like to have Appalachian, buttermilk, old-fashioned cast iron cornbread? Yes, please, and thank you. Let me show you how to do it. Alright, here we go. Here is how we're going to put together our cornbread. Alright, first thing I want to show you is that. That is about 1/3 of a cup of bacon drippings, and I have tried to include as much of the oh shoot, little crustits that fall on the bottom of the drippings. I'll come up with it in a minute. Anyway, so traditional Appalachian cornbread is made with bacon drippings. You know, there was no access to butter, or rarely access to butter, and chances are if they were making butter, they were going to sell it because it was an income stream. So pork was readily available and relatively inexpensive, but it was still expensive enough that they used every calorie they could get, including the bacon drippings. And that's why you find so many recipes calling for bacon drippings if they are traditional Southern or Appalachian. You know, it was all about, you know, an agricultural culture, an agricultural community. You kept every calorie you could make use of somehow. Alright, so to that I added 1 cup of white cornmeal. You can use yellow cornmeal too. My family used white. Yellow is perfectly valid, just as authentic, and don't let anybody tell you it's not. And to that we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's our leavening. That's going to give us some rise. And we are also going to add over here, I got about 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, and I'm adding 2 whole eggs. Now, this is where this recipe by necessity has adapted over the past, you know, well, several times over the past few centuries. Buttermilk, again, they were maximizing everything, and they realized it was a great source of lactic acid for baking. Actually, they probably realized no such thing. They just knew it worked well in baking. But originally, all buttermilk was fat-free. It was the liquid that resulted after they had made butter, which they also wanted to use every scrap of that. So you'll find a lot of buttermilk recipes. Now, we don't have access. Well, okay, wait a minute. There is plenty of fat-free buttermilk in the grocery store. I happen to like, because almost all our buttermilk now is cultured, I happen to like the full-fat buttermilk. I just do. So my recipes use full-fat cultured buttermilk. My grandmother would have also used a commercial product. Don't know exactly what she had, but she didn't have all the fat-free options that we have now. Her grandmother would have used whatever came off the farm, which was the fat-free buttermilk left after you made butter. So even traditional recipes, and I'm calling this a traditional recipe because my grandmother made it, even traditional recipes change and evolve. Okay, over here, actually, I don't know that that's that beautiful, but I want to show you something real quick because my buzzer just went off. In my oven, I have a cast iron skillet. I heated the oven to 350 degrees, and not only that, I heated the oven, or the cast iron skillet, to 350, including what's on the bottom, which is another big tablespoon of bacon drippings. And actually, sitting here looking at it, I don't think my skillet is quite heated all the way through, although the oven is ready. And it's really important that your skillet be hot, okay, when you put the cornbread batter in there. Otherwise, if it's not hot, you won't get that deep, dark, golden brown exterior that's all crunchy, and it won't have enough poof to give the interior that light, fluffy, tangy gorgeousness. Alright, so I'm going to actually probably give that about 15 minutes. It's no big deal. Our batter will rest, and that's fine. You don't want to let it go too long, but it's okay if it has, you know, 10-15 minutes to just sit here. The flour and cornmeal will absorb the buttermilk more. It'll all be good. We'll be back when that skillet is hot enough. Alright, I'm going to try it this way so that y'all can see what I'm doing. All right, our skillet is really hot. So I will say, get your skillet super hot, but then be careful. All right, let's see. That is what it looks like. Okay. And then work quickly. You want the batter to go into that skillet when it's as hot as possible. And having that skillet really well preheated really is the best thing you can do. Oh, yeah. You hear it? We didn't get a huge sizzle, but we got sizzle. And that means we got to go right back in the oven just as soon as I can get it over with here. And that is what we're looking at. All right, 20 minutes in a 350 degree oven. And it's pretty much perfect. It's nice and golden. I think the camera's not showing it quite as golden as it is, but honestly, what you're looking for is this color, okay? Now, Appalachian food has kind of gotten a resurgence recently, which I'm thrilled with. I mean, it's delicious, it's vegetable heavy, it's all, well, where I am, it's all local and homegrown. But one thing I've seen incorrect, and it's driving me nuts, you don't serve it like this. You have to flip it, all right? Now I'm gonna try to set the camera up on the counter so that you'll be able to see how, but the proof of the pudding is what it actually looks like on the underside. That's the beauty shot. So give me a second, we're gonna try to get that for you. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to make this happen so you'll be able to do it in your own kitchen. Would you stop? Not you. Sorry about that. I've got the window open because the weather is gorgeous and you can see one kitty up here in the window and the other one keeps trying to take his place. So the one in the window is Taquito. She's not very nice. The one I just kicked off the counter, it's my baby, and his name is Baby, and he's the world's best cat. All right, so take your skillet and make sure you have plenty of padding to protect your hands. You want it on a nice big platter. And then, boom! I got distracted by the cats, sorry. So, nice big platter. You flip the whole thing over. Oh, Nelly. Kitty, you're about to get in big trouble. All right, pardon the cat in the background, but I do want to show you this. Check this out. See it? That is perfect. Appalachian buttermilk cast iron skillet. Wow. Okay, just because I have to. Now, I have a big pot of soup beans on the back of the stove, and we're gonna have buttermilk cornbread with our soup beans tonight, but I'm also getting ready to make a cornbread and sausage dressing because we're prepping a turducken, which means I'm not saving this for anything but our stuffing, and so I'm going to show you how perfect this is. And this is how you serve it, y'all. Hot. That is too hot for me to pick up, but look at that. That is the perfect texture and the perfect golden brown crust. Man, Granny knew what she was doing. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. And if you thought that video was helpful, do me a huge favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And if you have a second, hop on over to Patreon and check out how to support my channel even more. Again, thanks for watching.